Flawless, Inside the Largest Diamond Heist in History by Scott Andrew Selby and Greg Campbell. Inside the Antwerp Diamond Industries headquarters, which at the time was called the Diamond High Council, the Hoge Rad voor Diamant, known as the HDR, was located here, as was the Belgian government's diamond import/export agency. Brinks, the American armored car company, had a building here too. The value of the diamonds in the pocket of a single person walking by was often enough to comfortably equip anyone for a life of luxury. Characters. Leonardo Notarbartolo was the main character, and he was the mastermind behind the heist. He used his immense charm to build relationships with other diamond dealers in the building, while also helping him avoid suspicion. He created his team called the School of Turin. He was the only member of the heist who was caught and tried. The School of Turin, it was Nabartolo's crew, and they helped in the heist. There was the Monster, who was the strength in the operation and was used to haul around the items stolen. The Genius, who was the brains of the group, he disabled the heat, motion, and magnetic sensors. And the King of Keys, and he recreated the key to the vault's final door from short glimpses of it, which I thought was pretty impressive. The investigators, Antwerp's finest detectives who were put on the case. There wasn't a trace of Nabartolo and his crew. Or was there? In the beginning of the book, Nabartolo is posing as a diamond dealer who's looking to expand his business into the diamond capital of the world. The vault Nabartolo was looking to crack was located in the center of the diamond district and was believed to be the most secure vault ever created. He spent 2 years building relationships and finding the ins and outs of the building. He recruited the School of Turin from Italy, which was his crew, and on February 15th into the 16th, 2003, they robbed the vault. Each member of the crew had a specific job. They opened and robbed over 100 safety deposit boxes. They robbed the vault in complete silence, and no one even knew that they were robbed until the vault was opened again on the following Monday morning. The mistake Nabartolo made was when he was escaping with the diamonds, he dumped a bag of trash that had receipts with his DNA, and this allowed police to trace Nabartolo to the crime. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, and he claimed that he was the only member of the crime, and the School of Turin was never caught, and most of the stolen goods were never recovered. Structure. The structure of this book is a narration that is fast-paced and factual, while also paints a good picture in your mind while you read it. Reading this book, it is a good flow of constant information and never really has any boring parts that cause you to lose interest. The idea that this is nonfiction while also sounds like it's out of a movie script is very impressive. Themes. The main theme of this book, in my opinion, are trust, which is shown through Nabartolo's trust of his crew and their trust that he wasn't going to rat them out when he was caught, and the idea of a perfect crime, which they pulled off besides when Nabartolo was caught for when his DNA was traced back. A personal connection I have to this book is growing up, one of my favorite movies was Ocean's 11, and it was also cool to see that the mastermind behind it was Italian because we share the same heritage. I thought this book was very knowledgeable and is a good read if you want a cinematic book that is fast paced and filled with descriptive details. The book itself was very interesting and easy to read. The only part that makes this book remotely difficult is you can't let your mind wander about how you would rob your own local bank. I really struggled with this while reading it. I kept on thinking about how I would rob a bank, but I don't know. I was probably just tired. Recommendations and final thoughts. I would highly recommend this book. I found it very interesting. The only problem I had with it was how my mind would wander about how I would rob a bank, which was probably not a good thing to think about a lot, but the book was so descriptive that throughout the whole process, I was imagining it like I was there. But I would highly recommend this book to anyone with any interest in crime or crime, heists, adrenaline, anything like that. This book would be really good for you.